we got?
Status 2, gunshot to the chest.
Let's get him to theatre.
Who did you say this was?
Mr. Greg Kilbride?
No, this is Don Lennox. This is the man who killed Craig Valentine.
Do you want me to ring the on-call?
His blood pressure's dropping.
Chris, am I making the call or not?
We're going to proceed. I'll be doing a median sternotomy. 15 blade, please.
Sorry, but I think you should ask the on-call to take over.
By the time he gets here, Lennox will have bled out.
But with your connection to him, if something goes wrong intraoperatively, you could be accused of malpractice.
Pressure's down to 75.
Lennox is as good as dead if I don't stop the bleeding right now.
65.
I think you should at least ring
I
the
have
on-call.
my registrar present now. Enough! The patient is in hypovolemic shock. We need to get this moving. Keep pushing the units through. Large retractors, please.
What's the problem? Sorry, I couldn't explain over the phone.
It's okay, what's up?
The gunshot victim Chris is working on is a guy called Don Lennox.
Are you kidding?
Chris just recognised him. He's the one who killed...
No, I know who he is. Should Chris even be in there?
That's my concern. I think Gabrielle should be observing the surgery.
Yeah, at the very least.
Just to cover his back. It's not that I think Chris would do anything intentionally.
No, you did the right thing. You go back in, and I'll get Gabrielle in there as soon as I can. Hi. What's your problem?
A rational, bloody-minded woman. Doing my head in.
There's no need to take it out on me.
At top of my list, lady.
Me?
I've just had to endure an entire shift with your miserable, long-suffering schmuck of a husband. What do you think you're doing? You're treating him like excrement.
Excuse me?
That stuff you scrape off your shoe, that's how he's feeling thanks to you.
What I am doing is the right thing. I know he can't see it, but one day he will thank me.
No, he won't.
Yes, he will.
Oh, so what? You're going to make the supreme sacrifice and set him free, right?
I have to.
Or you can get over yourself and try believing the poor fool when he tells you he's happy with a damn relationship.
I'm sorry, but this is none of your business.
Well, someone's got to talk some sense into that screwed-up brain of yours.
Maxwell, you are the last person...
He has told you a million times he doesn't care about having kids. Just have some respect and faith in him and listen to what he's saying. Because he sure as hell doesn't deserve what you're dishing out.
He's bleeding into the atrium. More suction. I'm going to try suturing the wall. 4-0 suture, please. Keep the area as clear as you can.
Chris, I called Maya. She's trying to
Told
get
you
a hold
not to.
I know, I'm sorry, but I thought if she could be here, it might cover you.
Yeah, well, stop me if I'm doing something stupid.
No.
Trust me, I'm not going to risk my career on a piece of scum like this. More suction, just right up in here. Nothing would give me more pleasure than to see this lowlife in court. Getting what he deserves. The sutures aren't holding. The tissue's too friable. Artery clamps, please, and forceps. Let's close this vessel off any way we can.
Pressure's unrecordable.
Oh, he's got no circulating volume. He's pumping it out faster than we can push it in.
Asystole.
Get everything out, quickly.
Do you want to defib?
There's no point, Chris. He's gone.
Okay. Standing down. I'll let you guys clear up.
You did what you could.
Tell that to Craig.
Impossible given he's dead.
I had the chance to bring that man to justice.
Well, it would have taken a miracle. I examined the extent of the patient's wounds and there was no possibility of achieving a successful outcome.
What if my attitude towards him affected my actions?
You're totally professional.
If anyone wants it, I'll happily write a statement to that effect.
Same.
Thank you. You may well be asked to do that.
How you doing?
Completely drained. There was some drama in there.
I can imagine.
Would you be cross if we postpone our drinks until tomorrow?
Not at all.
All I feel like doing right now is having a long shower and sleeping.
Go for it.
But tomorrow, definitely.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, hey, it's me. Can you give us a call? I'm at home, so ring the landline because my cell phone's still on the blink, okay? Love you. Oh, sorry.
Oh, don't you dare apologise to me. I'm the one hanging around where I'm not wanted.
No, you're right.
Seriously, TK, it was Sarah who invited me to stay. If you'd rather have some privacy, I totally understand.
Actually, wishing you never taken her up on that offer. You're stuck in the middle of this.
I just want to help. And if that means finding somewhere else to live, that's fine.
Well, if you can stand it, you're welcome to stay.
Thank you. Hey, and she will call you.
Oh, she's managed to avoid me all day at work.
When she's ready, she will call.
Yeah, no, you're right. I know this. Sarah needs to realise how dumb she's been in her own time.
Yeah, but if you don't call, she's going to think you don't give her stuff. You know how chicks' minds work.
You've been reading those women's magazines again.
All I know is my head hurts.
Don't say that. You've had a tough day. Why don't we get takeouts for dinner? My shout. Daniel, maybe you could go and get them.
Yeah, save your dosh. I'll cook.
You?
Yeah, I can cook.
Actually, he's pretty good.
Oh, I'm sure you are, but why would you if you don't have to?
Oh, because I like it.
Cheers. That'd be great.
Wonderful. I'm surprised Chris recognised him at all. He was pretty beat up.
That bit doesn't surprise me. There would have been a lot of people out there wanting to put a bullet in Don Lennox.
Chris was pretty shaken.
Well, the main thing is that he is cleared of any malpractice.
Hopefully the autopsy will put that to rest. He was so professional, honestly. He tried everything to help Lennox.
Oh, one less violent crime off the street.
You're not talking about Don Lennox, are you?
Yeah, Chris operated on him last night.
Was he arrested?
Not exactly.
What do you mean? The guy was a maniac. He tried to kidnap me.
Dead.
Gunshot wound to the chest. Chris wasn't able to save him.
Why would he bother? Seems like poetic justice to me.
Except Chris did bother.
Yeah, Hippocratic oath and all that, I know, but imagine having to try and save the scumbag that killed your best mate. Not sure I could do it.
What did you just say?
Morning. How are you?
Okay.
Nothing's been resolved with TK?
Not really.
I'm sorry, but I've thought over your situation several times, and I can find no logical explanation for what you're doing.
I'm starting to agree with you.
You are? Well, something's changed.
Maxwell beat some sense into me, told me what a cruel and irrational woman I was. Feel free to disagree.
No, that's good, but you haven't spoken to TK?
Not yet.
Well, tonight you're supposed to be attending the charity fundraiser together, yes?
We were, but we're not.
Well, it would be the ideal opportunity to begin a reconciliation.
Well, I guess I could call him and see if he wants to go.
Yes, you should.
What's this I hear?
I've been an idiot.
And that's exactly what she's going to tell TK tonight at the charity fundraiser.
Well, maybe not in those exact words.
Well, it's an accurate summation.
You're going to do this in a public place. Are you sure that's a good idea?
It sounded like it a minute ago.
Well, what if you end up having another argument? You want that broadcast nationwide?
I'm not going to go there to argue.
I know, but as well as colleagues, there will be gossip columnists with cameras. I just want you to think this through.
They can always find a private place to talk.
Where? In a toilet? The cloakroom, perhaps? I know you tried to be helpful, Gabrielle, but I'll take it from here.
Probably wise.
Maybe I shouldn't go tonight.
It's up to you. But the mere fact that you are having doubts makes me very nervous.
I don't know.
If it were me, I'd be giving myself just a bit more breathing space.
Is Don Lennox's autopsy back?
I haven't seen it, Chris. To be honest, I'm not completely sure what this meeting is about.
Here he is. The talk of the cafe. Seems everyone's heard about your dramatic surgery except me.
I was planning on mentioning it, Rachel.
What were you thinking?
On how best to save the patient's life. There wasn't time to call in another surgeon. Don Lennox was bleeding profusely. I went with the course of action that was most favourable for the patient.
Except the patient died.
Not through any negligence on Chris's part.
You're both missing the point. Whether or not Chris did his best, the hospital could have a serious problem on its hands if we receive a complaint from the patient's family.
Oh, I'll field any complaints.
Damn right you will. This is the second time in 1 week that Chris has operated on a patient where there's been a conflict of interest.
Is it?
Yes, my husband.
Of course.
It's time you learnt you're not the be-all and end-all of the universe. This type of arrogant, cavalier behaviour will not be tolerated.
Actually, I'm going to side with Chris on this one.
Pardon?
He has the support of his HOD, and he was clearly the best available man for the job.
That is my opinion.
No conflict of interest there.
In reality, you would be hard-pressed to find anyone in this hospital that didn't have a conflict of interest when it came to Don Lennox. If anyone could have saved the man, it was Chris.
You think his family will see it that way?
We will cross that bridge if we have to, Rachel.
I still wanted to see that lowlife rot in jail.
In the end, it doesn't matter what happens to him, does it? It's not going to bring Craig back. I still miss him. I could do with him here now to sort out my mess of a life.
You know what he'd say to you.
Stop being such a drama queen.
He'd want you to be happy. He'd tell you to get your butt back to TK and sort it out.
You blokes always stick together.
Gabrielle said you were thinking of going to this charity thing tonight?
Maybe not.
It's neutral ground, could be good.
Yeah. Could also turn into a nasty public spectacle.
No, it won't.
I'm pretty good at those.
I won't let that happen.
No, I'm too nervous to face them, and when I get nervous, I say stupid things and I do stupid things.
I will take you there myself, and I will chaperone you for the entire evening if I have to.
That'd be fun for you.
I'm deadly serious.
Okay, I'll go, but I can get myself there.
If you don't turn up, I will hunt you down.
I will be there, I promise.
Would you like me to casually mention it to TK that you're going?
No, I'll call him.
Even better.
I have a question. You wouldn't be using the Don Lennox case as ammunition in your personal grudge against Chris, would you?
Absolutely not.
I only asked because you got a little carried away on your attack on him this morning.
Are you accusing me of being unprofessional?
Rachel, my only concern is that you're letting the incident with your husband get to you.
For professional reasons.
The altercation in triage between you, Chris and Jeremy had no professional basis to it at all.
Okay, that was personal.
I know you two have a turbulent past, but please keep your personal feelings out of the workplace.
I will.
I hope so, because I don't want any disruptions at the do tonight. I don't want anything to ruin my night.
Hi, TK, it's me. I'm sorry I haven't returned your calls, and I'm sorry I've been such a stupid idiot. I miss you, and I was hoping that you would be at this charity do tonight so that we can talk. I love you.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey, does anyone else fancy seeing a movie tonight? I feel like getting out.
We've got that charity function, remember?
Oh, I've completely forgotten. Can you be bothered?
Beats moping around here.
Well, I suppose I should put in an appearance too.
Hey, do you know if Sarah's going?
Last time we spoke, she definitely wasn't.
Seeing as I'm being deserted, can I go up?
Where?
Mate's place.
It's the weekend. He's allowed some fun.
As long as you're not too late.
What?
On the dot.
Can do.
I'm gonna have a shower.
Go for it.
Don Lennox's wife and daughter came in today. They were picking up his belongings. He had a kid. Go figure. Young, maybe 8 or 9. They're absolutely devastated. Wonder if they have an idea of the kind of man he really was. It was a real wake-up call, you know. Even hardened, murderous criminals have people who love them. What do you think? With scarf or without? With. You look fantastic. You reckon? Yes. Is it that important to you? Well, I always like to look my best. I'm glad you and Maya have patched things up. You must really like her if you're being this persistent. I don't know. I hope to have a better idea after tonight. Yeah, you like her. It's obvious. We'll see.
I'm surprised you're here tonight, Maxwell.
Why is that?
Well, this is a casino night and you have a gambling addiction, I believe.
Gabrielle?
It's only play money. Confident I can keep my demons at bay.
But won't it require immense self-control not to go to the casino and play with real money?
A good while do. Which just goes to show the lengths I'm prepared to go to in the interest of charity.
There's $50,000.
Thank you.
If only this was real, I'd be out of here in a heartbeat.
Come on, fabricate a smile. It's for a good cause. Ah, thank you.
Don't put that back. Mineral water, please, sparkling with ice.
Shall we find a table over here?
Will you stop it, please?
What?
You're my work colleague, not my nursemaid. Thanks.
And here she is looking fabulous, I must say.
Oh, this old thing.
It's lovely and very reasonable for $289.
It was on... How do you do that?
You left the sales tag on.
What? Oh, that is so embarrassing.
Don't panic. Just turn around.
I'm such a ditz, thank you so much.
Well, it's the least I can do after the bollocking I gave you.
It was deserved.
Well, not quite. Tracy and I had a bit of a spat and you bore the brunt of my frustration.
And there I was thinking that you cared. It was good for me to hear a few home truths, so thank you.
2 minutes.
Oh, take your time, no hurry.
See you.
Hey, have a good night. A safe one.
Yeah, will do. Break the bank, huh?
I'll try.
You look lovely.
Thank you. Well, have fun.
What's going on out there? Al, Brooke, you okay?
Oh, stupid things. They cost me a small fortune.
Your ankle.
Yeah, I twisted it. Oh, thank you. Ah. Oh.
I'll grab an ice pack.
Oh, thanks. The price of vanity, huh? At least this happened here and not at the function. That would have been too embarrassing.
Clearly, it's not your lucky night.
Good thing I'm not going to the casino then.
I'll cancel the taxi.
Oh, you're still going?
No, I'm not going to abandon you.
It's just a sprain. I'll be fine.
What are you going to do for dinner?
Oh, I'll be able to hobble around. Oh.
The charity can wait.
No, I'll take some
I'm
anti-flags.
staying. That's the end of it.
The place isn't exactly jumping.
They're staying away in their droves.
Have you been waiting long?
No, just ordered.
What can I get you?
A Chardonnay, thank you.
Sure. Got to keep busy somehow.
Yes, it is a bit quiet.
If you want to go somewhere else where there's a bit more life, doesn't worry me.
I'm happy. Same. So, better day today?
Much better.
Yesterday's surgery was pretty grueling, huh?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but patients die. That happens. If we have to lose someone occasionally, better it be the likes of Lennox.
It's a bit hard-nosed.
Well, that's the truth. The guy got his comeuppance. I imagine there'll be a lot of people cheering his demise.
Not his family. He had a little girl. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did.
So, he might be a criminal, but he is still a person. I think it's really sad that Chris couldn't save him.
Right.
The lady wins again.
Wow, that's some run of luck.
Luck has nothing to do with it.
But maybe your Burgess does. Can you count cards?
Hey, it's just a bit of fun.
I can loosely predict which cards are likely to come up. It's simply a matter of statistics and probability.
You can count cards.
Just one of the many wonderful assets that make this woman so incredible.
Right, let's have a bash of the roulette wheel.
Oh, I've never played.
I've had the odd game.
So, teach me, Master.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Keeping temptation out of reach. The money might be fake, but the rush of adrenaline is very real.
Care to lose it?
Ah, go for it. Pick a colour and place a bet.
Okay, red.
All bets closed.
Come on, baby, bring it home for Sarah.
I'm gonna lose. I know I am.
You've got to think positive. Here we go. Yes!
I won! I actually won!
Okay, this time double your bet.
But that's like $6,000.
Pretend money. Live on the edge.
No, I think that'll do me for now.
Oh, don't be a wuss. You've only just got started.
Yep, that's what concerns me.
Maybe you're right.
Hey, Max. How serious is your gambling problem?
Right now, I'm resisting a very strong urge to race off to where the real money is.
Is it what split you and Tracy up?
Pretty much.
I imagine there's only so long you can hide something like that from a significant other.
I usually don't let them hang around long enough to become significant.
No, because then they might find out about your addiction and the relationship would be over anyway.
Yeah, I suppose. Never thought of it like that.
No, of course you haven't, because then you'd have to accept that unless you beat your gambling addiction for good, you're going to die a very poor, lonely old man.
Oh, thanks for that.
Sorry, I got a bit carried away.
No, I dished it out to you. It's only fair that you dish it back.
Thank you. This looks delicious.
Do you need a tray for it?
Oh, no, I'll be fine. Stop fussing. Get yourself to that function.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go.
Why?
Well, if Sarah's there, it'll be wet and awkward. And if she's not, then she's avoiding me. Since she hasn't bothered to ring me back to say what she's doing, I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do.
It's too hard for you.
Why won't she listen to me?
She seems to have forgotten what a wonderful man you are.
We're just going to get further and further apart. There's not a thing I can do about it.
Sarah's focusing on the negative and not the positive, and she will so regret pushing you away.
Yeah, she might, but I don't know how long that's going to take or how I'm going to survive in the meantime.
Well, whatever happens, you won't be alone. You've got friends who will help you through.
So I'm discovering. It's been great. Just brilliant. Thank you.